Boom! Now we're live, Rudy. Boom! How are you, my friend?
I am awesome. I'm awesome, man. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, afternoon here in New York City, man.
Oh, it really is. I mean, my gosh, what a great day we have. We were just talking. Sorry, folks, had a little technical glitch there, but
I
we're
know.
so pumped. We saw that we're approaching 250 followers on our Facebook page, and notice the crawl at the bottom of the screen. If you're not following us, go out to our Facebook page and follow us, folks.
It is amazing, man. It is amazing because we just want to say thank you to everybody who has been watching us and following our page, seeing what we're doing. It's just we can't do this without we can't do this without you guys, and it's just
Exactly.
the love and support. We just want to appreciate this so much.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, there's so much going on here with everything. It's just really crazy what we're able to do. Peggy and Kelly both say hello to us. Hello back to you.
Hello guys. Hello guys. Man, what do we have going on today?
It's just, I love the quote you put out there. It says, if you want 1 year of prosperity, grow
Yes.
grain. If you want 10 years, grow trees. If
Right.
you want a lifetime of prosperity, grow people.
Grow people. I just, I mean, I know I was looking up this code like 1:30 last night
Yes.
and 1:30 this morning actually.
Yeah, I know. I got your text 1:30 this morning.
Like, and I said, wow, this actually meets everything that we're doing.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it just covers everything that we're doing. Like looking at that code, man, what can you get out of it?
Well, I Googled prosperity to see what does the term really actually mean. And it
Right.
means it's the state of flourishing, thriving, good fortune, or successful social status. And I thought
Wow.
about that and I thought, it's not just financial. It's
Right.
also about your life, the prosperity of your life. I know some people are very fortunate to have very close knit families, and
Right.
their brothers and sisters are the best of friends. Now,
Right.
I don't know what that is like, but if you've got that, that is a form of prosperity right there.
Right.
What we saw in Vegas was a form of prosperity from a family
Absolutely.
perspective.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I mean, when you hit diamond status, one of the benefits of that is that if something were to happen, everyone else there has your back and they will come to your rescue and keep your momentum going for you.
Absolutely. If you look at the shield, man,
Yes.
if you look at the shield, I keep thinking about the shield. I kept thinking about the way our
Mhm.
CEO, Mr. Hortonbox, actually presented that shield out there to the diamonds.
Right.
And he
Right.
made an emotional keynote about it
Mhm.
prior to calling Mr. Edwin Haynes on the stage.
Yes.
That was amazing. I'm looking at prosperity, right?
Yes.
I'm looking at prosperity because you mentioned something about thriving.
Right.
Thriving. I'm looking at thriving to be some sort of a launch, some sort of an explosion.
Right.
You
Right.
know, like how are you getting something that takes you to a whole new level?
Well, one of the ways that it does do that thrive and that launch takes place is
Right,
you have people surrounding you that are there supporting you in what
right,
you do. And you will hit roadblocks, you will hit obstacles, you will make mistakes. That's okay. That's part of the process because those people are there to help you get through that barrier to get to the next level.
right. Those barriers will always come. That's life. That's why we live, right?
Mhm.
Those barriers will always come. But the
Exactly.
point is, when they come, how do you deal with them?
Right. Right.
How do you deal with them? And going back to our quote, we're looking at building. If you're investing or building is a plant a corn?
Right.
Is it whether a corn or plant a tree, right?
Right. 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 Exactly.
And now we're looking at lifetime prosperity.
Right.
Looking at the people around you, looking at the relationship that we're creating.
Mhm.
That's prosperity. That's prosperity right there. Because I think I heard about something this morning on the morning vitamin call.
Mhm.
If you're looking at prosperity, you're looking at your success is not about what you own or what you have. It's about the people that you know and the people that you've been able to impact.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, that's what it is. And I think that's one reason that families that are so close knit have.
Right,
I mean, I have a cousin that when he goes to some of the football games, he'll message me with stuff. But his family is that very close knit family, and it
right.
goes back to that shield. It goes back to the Lou that we talk about, the loyalty,
Absolutely.
the unity, and the
Edification.
edification.
Right.
It takes all three to make it work.
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
know, when you're talking about the Lou, I'm thinking about loyalty.
Mhm.
When I'm thinking about loyalty, let's kind of go down a little bit about what this Lou actually means, because somebody might be sitting out there thinking about loyalty could mean anything. But if you
Right.
think about loyalty, what comes to your mind?
My first thought about loyalty is the definition of unconditional love and respect.
Absolutely.
Unconditional. If you start
Yes.
to put conditions on the person you're loyal to, you're no longer loyal to them.
Right.
And
Right.
and you have to
Unconditional
realize
respect.
that with that person, when you screw up, and you will screw up, we all do, they're going
Of
to be there
course.
to call you out on it. That's
Yeah.
not them being critical. That's them being loyal.
Of course.
What about
Of
you?
course. Man, I'm looking at loyalty to me. I mean, somebody, just like you said, right? We're looking at the unconditional love that we have for each other, unconditional support that we have for each other. I'm looking at what Mr. Holton Brooks actually presented that at the convention, and he said, "This is this is a family.
Right. Right.
This is a family right here,
Mhm.
without necessarily putting a finger on anybody. But
Right.
this is a family. Like them being together, consider
Right.
themselves to be family, And we all being part of this organization, we are one family. We unconditional love. Look at what you and I are doing, man. I mean,
Exactly.
we just met and we just fell for it. We just love each other and we say, no, let's keep doing this. And I just love the consistency.
Oh, I do too, man. I just absolutely love it. Kelly mentioned the example of the geese that
Right,
we talked about, which is
right.
the flock of geese. We all see the geese flying north and south twice a year. And
Absolutely.
if one gets injured in that flock, two drop back to help that goose. And that
Right.
goose either survives or it doesn't, but no one leaves its side until one of those two things happen.
Absolutely.
That's loyalty.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now after loyalty, we're looking at unity.
Yes.
We're looking at unity. So looking at unity, what does that actually appear for you, man?
Well, for unity, again, it's that someone is there for you and you got it.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
Peggy and I go back to the '90s. Then we can go sometimes 3, 4, 6 months, maybe a year without seeing each other. But
Right.
when we do, it's that immediate yes. That's unity.
Absolutely.
That's unity, and that's when
Wow.
you have it. Yeah.
Wow.
What
I
about
mean,
you?
when I'm looking at unity, I'm looking at the letter U,
Yes.
right? The
Oh,
letter U itself actually means everybody's sitting together and they're going towards the same direction.
that is awesome, dude.
You know?
That is awesome.
So this is where it's like you guys, it's like there's a protection
Right.
on each side. There's a protection, and they all looking towards each direction. They're looking at one direction, and that's what I see us doing in ibüümerang.
Right. And with that same analogy, take that you start at the top, you're up here on a high, and what happens? You go down
You
and
go
you're at
down,
the bottom,
right?
and then you start to come back up on the other side.
Right.
You're all together the entire way.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
That's a great analogy.
Man, I am looking at edification with the E.
Yes.
Some people think about edification to mean you're raising somebody else's bar, like
Mhm.
you're thinking about somebody else higher esteem without
Mhm.
necessarily then you're thinking about belittling yourself,
Mhm.
in respect to somebody else. What does that appear for you, man?
When I hear the term edification or to edify someone,
Right.
one thing comes to my mind immediately, and that's Josh Groban and his song, You Raised Me Up.
Right.
Because it says, You raised me up when I am on your shoulders.
Absolutely.
Someone gives you permission to be on their shoulders, and
Right.
that raises that person up.
Right.
They wouldn't reach that height without someone below them but you recognize that that is the reason you got to where you are. That's what I
Wow.
when I hear the term edification.
Wow. I mean, I just resonate with everything you just said, man, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And sometimes we misplace those words because we're thinking about somebody else, and we're trying to put pride
Mhm.
before us, you know,
Right.
because as soon as you become proud of yourself about anything, you
Mhm.
feel like you're edifying
Mhm.
you're edifying somebody else,
Right.
and you feel like you're making yourself little by putting that person up, you know.
Right. Exactly. Peggy just had an amazing comment back to unity.
Right.
You and I are tied together.
Oh man.
You
Boom, right there, Becky. All right.
and
And
I are
I
together.
died together. Wow.
Blows my mind.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
That's amazing. You know,
Yeah.
somebody asked me something yesterday. So I posted I was promoting the new ambassadors.
Uh-huh.
I joined the organization. I said, "Oh, congratulate this person for actually taking a step forward to to become an ambassador." Then
Right.
somebody texted me and said, "But why is everybody an ambassador?"
Mm-hmm.
So I really want us to dig into that to explain to somebody, the meaning of an ambassador and why I boomerang call us ambassador, or why everyone in a boomerang is an ambassador.
When I think of the term ambassador, I think of someone that is promoting goodwill.
Correct.
It's not like you're a principal or a consultant or you're this or that. You're an ambassador, and with that
Right.
comes that goodwill giving, and that's
Right.
what we're doing here. We're giving, and
Right.
so an
Absolutely.
ambassador is the carrier and the messenger of goodwill.
Absolutely. I just love that definition, man. Because when I looked it up on the internet, I said, hey, let me really take a close look at what an ambassador is all about. And the internet talks about somebody who is a representation of the whole, of their country, a representation of a country, or you're representing something else.
Mm-hmm.
You're like the face of
Right,
something. You're
right.
the face of something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't accept that definition more because we are the face of giving.
Right, right.
You know,
Yes, yes. You
we
know,
are the face of giving. We are the ambassadors of giving something out.
we are, and as to me, an ambassador is also someone that is amazed by what their giving does. I mean, think back to those 20 minutes when we were collecting money for
Right,
the Boom Foundation, and 20
right.
minutes later, we had collected enough to provide 3.3 million servings of nutrition.
I just can't put my head around that,
I
man. That
can't.
is
'Tell.
3.4 million meals to kids.
Yes.
That is incredible.
It is. And an ambassador will look at that and be blown away by what just happened, but
Right.
realize that that's just the beginning. There's so much more that can happen as part of this.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, man. I just love. I mean, the fact that we're able to do this contribution, the fact that we're able to do this, with the interest of somebody else at heart,
Right. Right.
it just clarifies everything about the definition of an ambassador. So to somebody who is watching, to this person who asked the question, now you get the reason why everybody in a boomerang is an ambassador, because we are the carrier of goodwill.
Exactly. Exactly. Whether it's providing a travel savings, whether it's providing discounts at a restaurant or a golf
Right.
expedition or a bottle of wine, or maybe it's because we're feeding almost 3.5 million servings of nutrition.
Absolutely. Now you mentioned about travel savings. So let's try to give somebody an idea of what we do, because people might be out there watching us and feel like, oh wow, these guys are doing they're awesome, they whatever. But let's kind of think about what somebody might be thinking. How does somebody think about I boomerang? Like I boomerang, what comes to mind?
Yeah, I would say from the travel side that just ask yourself, have you ever booked a hotel, an airline, or a rental car online? Have you ever done that? Well, what if you go and book it online, and especially with hotels and rental cars, we know airlines don't discount hardly ever.
Right.
But with hotels and airlines, you see this price that shows you not only the savings, but then shows you what it costs on the other side.
Other side. Right.
And it keeps you from having to jump from site to site to site, and it's just all right there. You know,
Absolutely.
it's as if you've gone into a big box store and all the discounts are up in the front of the store. It's the same
Right.
type of thing. That's what we have here. But I was talking to Peggy last night, and she said, it's so much more. She went out and she was finding all these lifestyle activities, things with restaurants, golfing. The lady in Vegas who came to the convention from Australia, her budget was to do a hot air balloon ride. She found it for $12. It was like a discount. It was just, that's the type of things you're going to have out there.
I just love the way it is, man. I love the way the platform was created. I love the way we keep giving it out there. I love the way we encourage people, about the travel savings. And I spoke to somebody yesterday, and she was like, "So, so the customers are free, right?" I said, "Yeah, it's free access to the customers." Then she was like, "Okay, so if I want to sign up and I want to take one of the packages, so which package are you going to advise me to take?" So let's kind of dig into that, man.
Okay. If the first thing I would say, which package to do, whether it's coach, business, or first class, everybody comes on board at standby, $49.95, and you decide coach, business, or first class. Coach is $250, business $500, first class is $1,000.
Right.
My thing is, where are you most comfortable starting, because you have 60 days to upgrade and pay the difference. Correct. If you can start, in my opinion, start at least at the business class level for two reasons. One, the cost savings. You qualify at business and first class for 100% of the commission on the cost savings.
Right.
Coach class, it's only 50%. And that's a difference there as well.
Absolutely.
But then secondly, also at business class, that includes cruises. First class is hotels, rental cars, and flights. You add cruises at business, and cruises is where you see a lot of cost savings because it's such an industry.
Right.
But if you can, man, go to first class, because you get everything in first class.
Absolutely.
The wine, the golfing. We've got all these new products rolling out. We're not sure where they're all going to fall, but we know for sure first class will get everything. And on top of that, you either get 10, 25, or 50 ibüümerangs to start out with.
Right.
Do the math. I mean, if the average person saves $600 on travel, and $300 that comes to you as savings, at the coach class, it's only going to be $150. That's $1,500. Not bad.
50% out. Yeah.
Right. But at the business class, you've got 300 times 25. I think it's about $7,500 there.
Right.
First class, 300 times 50. That's $15,000 right there.
Wow.
So you look at that, and those are just averages. Those aren't guarantees. Those are averages. But you see the volume that starts to create. What is that volume? What does that transpose into? It's that term called prosperity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a great explanation, man. That's a great explanation, because somebody might be out there. I'm just thinking about it like, okay, the boomerang, it's money. How does it convert to money? I know you just hit more than 100 boomerangs right now. So what can you say to somebody out there who say, you know what, I like boomerangs, but how does it actually convert to money? How can I really think about making money with this thing?
For me, it's one of those aha awakening moments. We talk about when you get to this level and you get to that level. When I went to my back office and I saw that I had over 100 boomerangs that were out there,
right?
It took my breath away for a moment, because then I just did the math real quick.
Right.
And that means that I potentially am looking at $30,000 extra coming to me.
Absolutely.
With travels. It could be more, it could be less, it could be a whole lot more. But then
you said $30,000.
Huh?
Did you say $30,000?
$30,000.
That's an extra $30,000.
Extra $30,000. Extra $30,000. I've got another 100 something sitting out there. I just
Wow.
doubled that.
Wow.
That's called momentum. That's called incentive. That's called prosperity.
Absolutely.
And again, that's just one part of what we do. But that's the geniusness behind what Mr. Bugs and his team have created. People are going to use this platform for this, for the Vibrite, for the Boom Mobile, for whatever else comes out. That's only going to increase that 30,000 to 60, 90, 100. I mean, you can see that truly it is within your grasp.
Right.
Not be a six-figure earner, but to be a seven-figure earner.
Absolutely. That's what it is.
See that happening.
Absolutely. That's what. So I heard what the lady, you know, we're having a conversation yesterday. So she had all several questions about everything. She said, okay, now if I'm gonna be maintaining my business, like how does that look like? You know, because I want to maintain my business. So I said, okay, listen, whatever package you take, that's a one-time investment.
Exactly.
And you have a monthly recurring of $99.95 or $49.95, depending on the country where you are.
Right.
You know, it depends on where the country where you are. So that's how you maintain your business. And guess what? They get 10 boomerangs every time they maintain their business.
Right. Well, you and I have a conversation about a church that's looking at doing this.
Right.
You know, let's just the church, for example. They want to use this as a way to have some more tithing and income coming in.
Right.
10 boomerangs equals $30,000 potentially.
Right.
Your investment at First Class is $1,000 for an entire year of subscription. That's $1,200 plus your $50 to get started. That's $2,250. Where can you invest $2,250 and have it do $30,000?
Wow.
Look at it that way. I guess you could go back to Vegas and try your luck. There's no guarantees on that one.
There's no guarantees on that one.
That's the potential you're looking at. And when it's people that know you, people that respect you, people that, it's all back to that prosperity thing, people that understand you, that Lou we're talking about, that's part of what creates that for you.
Man, I just love everything we just discussed today. And I just love the fact that we're able to have this conversation with people, you know, educating them about not just life. We've gone through about the about prosperity, how people can actually look at their lives to be prosperity. Are you investing in people? If not, you need to start doing that.
Exactly.
You know? If not, because people build relationships with people, because that is a lifetime investment.
Exactly.
That's a lifetime prosperity right there. So somebody who is watching us, man, how can they become one of ambassadors? Because now somebody that has seen the meaning of an ambassador and they feel fired up, they feel like, you know what? I really want to be a representative of something that gives, you know, of a giver. So how can somebody become an ambassador with us?
You know, I'm going to change the crawl to the next time we do this to include this, because all you got to do is in the comment section here on YouTube or wherever you see us, in the comment section say me if you want to a free iboomerang. Say tell me more if you want to learn about becoming an ambassador. But also, if someone else invited, we got people sharing this right now.
Right.
Then if someone else wants to be, you know, is doing this, get back to that person as well. Let me see. We've got a good comment here. What are your thoughts about how to become an ambassador?
Yeah, man. If somebody is watching us right now, wherever somebody,
wow,
wherever you're watching this, if somebody share this with you, get back to that person, let them know, hey, I want to learn more about this. They got crazy information for you. If you're watching this, you're watching us live, or you're watching us in any of our channels, contact us. Tell me more. You know, I will say me for a free boomerang. Go for it, man.
This comment will blow you away. This comment will blow you away. Peggy writes, if you focus on being an ambassador to give people an improvement in their life, you don't even have to worry about the money you can earn. The money will be there.
Oh my God. Kelly, I just love you.
That was Peggy that did that. I got feels.
Peggy, I just love you so much. I mean, because saying that actually to somebody like an ambassador, being people focus.
Right.
being people focused, the money is gonna come to take care of everything. It's just like saying somebody else is focused. If like you keep saying to yourself, I have so many problems, guess
Right.
what? You're gonna always have the problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I mean, you don't even have to worry about the money you can earn. If you focus on the people, the money will be there.
The money will be there. Man,
Wow.
that's a great finale. I'll
Yeah.
say the finale for us. Wow.
Well,
Thank you guys so much, man. What are we
Rudy,
doing
you're
tomorrow, man?
traveling tomorrow to Maryland to be
Yes.
part of a big Super Saturday. Folks, we may or may not be on tomorrow at noon. If we're not, I'll broadcast a repeat thing to keep the momentum going. But I
Right.
have a special guest and something may happen. But for sure, we'll be back together. Are you available on Sunday? Or are you flying back on Sunday?
I'm gonna be flying back on Sunday, but we can do Sunday morning because I think my flight is about 3:30 in the afternoon. So
Perfect.
we can do 1 o'clock. We can do 1 p.m. just like we're doing right now. And guys, if anybody's in Maryland, make sure you know on the comments say me because it's going to happen big in Maryland this weekend.
Yes,
You know? And not just this weekend. Anywhere, everywhere you are, we are doing a post-convention launch.
Yes, yes. Be in Maryland this weekend. The leadership's going to be there. You will meet them. You will see them. Rudy will be there. Take care of you. Absolutely.
All right, man. I just love doing this with you, man.
Yeah, I just love it. You have a safe flight. Let me know how you go when it lands.
Of course, man. Boom, boom,
Boom to
boom,
you too,
right.
bro. Take care, my man.
You too.